Afternoon. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Sunday, August 10th. Here we have the Dow 15-minute chart, still trapped within this large bearish rising wedge that we've been in since back in mid-July. Our Dow has done pretty much what we said it would over the last week, continued to trend higher. Mentioned a week or two ago that our target was 11,800 on the Dow, and we pretty much have almost hit that level. Here we have the wider bullish fall or rising wedge, and then we've got another mini channel in place here. A move over 12,800 or 11,800 if we flip over to the daily chart will take us to 12,000. We got our first close above the 50-day moving average since the breakdown in late May, so that in itself is bullish. And this formation here has upside at least to 12,000. We've got a nice slow uptrend in RSI. Stochastics are on a nice build, and on bounce volume looks pretty good as well. So for now, support is 11,400 and target is 12,000 plus. If we see a breakdown below 11,400, we're going below 11K. Very likely that happens in the September-October timeframe like it does every year. But for now, we're in the low volume summer doldrums, and it won't take much for them to push the Dow up to this level. SMH has done fantastic since we tagged it at the bottom a week ago, down at 27. We got the breakout and confirmation above the 20-day exponential at 28.50, and that's given another $1.50 plus gain there. So over the last week or so, we've gotten a 10% gain in the SMH. I mean, you cannot argue with that. RSI, nice build on this one. Stochastics also looking good. On bounce volume, you can see them really rushed in to buy this one over the last week or so. And volume's pretty good. Stops right now, if you're trailing your stops on the SMH, probably 29.50. But then again, you might look to putting your stops at Friday's low and going from there. If it does get a slapback on a market retrace, you would be looking to nibble a scalp position at the 8-day/20-day moving average, and that's at 28.65 right now. Next major resistance is the 200-day moving average. That is at 30.36. Last time back in May when we got our big breakout there, it ended up running about another 5% after it broke through the 200-day moving average. So there's likely to be some chop in this area. So if you haven't booked your gains, be sure to book at least half of the gains in this scalp play right now. ACTS, Action Semiconductor, Chinese semiconductor company, makes money, has a profit. Its market cap is $8 million below its cash value. It has no debt, cash flow positive, and makes money. And this stock is trading less than its cash value. We've played this quite a few times before. Takes a little bit of patience. Would have stops at 3. Target is the 20-day exponential at 320. But second target then would be 340. RSI is in the basement. There's been some nice buying volume. We're about to get a positive MACD crossover, and stochastics are also under 20, which is another buy signal for us. So ACTS 305, add area, $3 stops, 320, 340 targets on this one. CROX, Crocs. You might know this company. They make those weird shoes that have been the fad for the last couple of years. Stock's been destroyed since May, down 75%. Did a warning a couple of weeks ago, tanked on that, and now we're down at the bottom. They reported earnings and bounced, and this is a 20-day exponential chart play, i.e. we're looking for a snapback to the 20-day exponential. Each time the stock has tanked, it's made its way back to the 20-day. So right now that is at 581. Stops on this one would be $4. Small nibble play around 440 would look to pick up the bulk of a scalp position at 420 if it retraces to there. Hopefully it doesn't. I'm hoping this is the bottom that we saw on Friday. And RSI deeply oversold. Stochastics deeply oversold. We have an uptick in unbalanced volume, so they're starting to come back in and buy this one. So this is a small nibble play with 25% upside target over the next couple of weeks. IAR is another tanker play. Idaric Yellow Books is how you would know this. This is the Yellow Book company. Destroyed on earnings warning, but they make lots of money. Stock has based from its tank over the last couple of weeks. Again, another 20-day exponential moving average bounce play. We've had quite a lot of success with this recently. Stops would be 125. Target is 162. If we scroll down a little here, Stochastics is under 20, and that is what we like to see on these bouncer stocks. So again, a small nibble play. If it retraces under 130, would look to pick up the remainder of the position, and target is 150 and 162 plus on this one. IMMU, trading alert last week. This is a stock that is very volatile, goes up and down pretty fast, which is great when you're getting in at the right times. As you can see, the stock runs big, sells off, runs big, sells off, runs big, sells off. Right now we're getting into that run big area. Targets are 234 and 245 on this one. Stochastics, I think I mentioned this the other day. Whenever we get stochastics coming up through 20, it always signals that this stock is about ready to go on a big move. Back in May, we came up over and the stock ran from 225 to 280. Back in early July, we ran from 207 to 285. So now we're looking for a move at least from 210 to 245, but no reason why we can't see it put in the same kind of move it has in the past. OPWV, Open Wave Systems, we got a big run on this one back in early July, and the chart is shaping up nicely again here. Breakout is a $1.50 close. We've got two trend lines here. We've got the spike low trend line that shows support at 135, but really 140 is pretty solid support on this one, and I'd be very surprised if we don't see this one run big early this week. RSI is looking like it wants to run. ADX, we got a positive cross on Friday, which is very bullish, and stochastics are on the move higher. So this one should see a nice move early this week. Target is 152 and then 164 to 70 on this one. Last mention today is LSCC. We tagged this one at 230 a week or so ago, and target was 250 and then 260, the 20-day exponential. Both targets hit nicely. Would look to pick this one up on a retrace back to the 242 area. Medium-term target is still $2.80 to $3 on this one. Volume has been sort of lacking over the last few days, so I'd like to see volume pick up, but all the indicators look really bullish here, especially with the SMH breaking out. But this was another successful 20-day exponential moving average bounce play for us. So we've got a couple of those going into this week, and let's see how they go. That is it for the video newsletter for tomorrow. I will see you guys in the chat room. I'm going to try and do a few more updates this week, but it's my birthday and my 2-year-old's birthday, so I may be in and out a lot this week. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.